Now, the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
The season wraps up this Saturday for Michigan State's football team. The Spartans will be taking on Maryland at Ford Field in Detroit, and both teams will be looking to end long losing streaks. MSU is on an 8-game losing streak, while the Terrapins are on a 7-game losing streak. We had a chance this week to sit down with MSU head coach Jonathan Smith to see how the Spartans can end the season on a bit of a high note. Already last week of November, final week of the regular season. In a way, it does. I know it's been tough right now, but does it feel like this season has flown by in a way for you?
Yeah, it moves fast just because you're so busy throughout the year and each week. You know, you do routine and preparation, and you're just focused on each week. And so things definitely go fast.
Heading into this final game now, what's the approach with taking on Maryland at Ford Field?
Yeah, well, each week's a little bit unique and right where you're playing. I think guys are excited about the opportunity to play in a big-time place. We got a lot of players from the state of Michigan, outside of Detroit, of doing that. I know they're, again, another opportunity to get on the right side of the scoreboard, and so this is a one this week that they're excited about playing in this environment, and another opportunity.
What do you think about playing at Ford Field? Because obviously, you know, a lot of times that final game, it's pretty cold. Students are away on Thanksgiving break. What do you think about that chance?
Yeah, there's some of that logic when the decision was made to make the final game out there. But also, I think there was some genuine excitement about the opportunity to play in that big-time place and the football weekend that's taking place out there. I know our guys early on were really excited about that when they first learned of it. And now that we're going to experience this week, they'll be ramped up. What
is it like now heading into this last week, knowing there's just one game left, and obviously the guys want to end the season on a high note?
Yeah. I mean, that's what it is. It's one more week to do it. These guys continue to work hard, continue to battle. We know that we got to tighten up a couple of plays to be able to get on the right side of the scoreboard, and this is another opportunity to do it.
How do you work on, at this stage in the season, finishing games? Two of the last three, you guys have been in it and had a chance at the end.
Yep, we work on each week, right? You learn a ton on a Saturday, and then you think about Sunday and that next week, and what we got to do better the previous week in the final 2 minutes. Have a lead and getting a stop. There's a lot of football besides that. 58 minutes, there's a lot to clean up and do a little bit better. And also some things to gain confidence from. There's some good quality plays out there and difference maker and get things like that. So you approach the holistic, and yes, you focus on the last 2 minutes, but there's a lot of 58 within that 58 that you're focused on too.
What did you think of the Iowa game in terms of the way the team played? And it seems like there's a lot of young guys that are stepping up.
Young guys got some opportunities. That's a tough place to play. That's a good football team in really all three phases. And so, it was a battle throughout, had some real momentum. It comes down to a fourth quarter where all three phases could have made a difference in the fourth, and we didn't do enough.
With Alessio, too, he had some good moments, too, in that game. Where have you seen him just continue to get better with more confidence of playing now?
Yeah, I like to, we mentioned his toughness. I think every week that shows how tough he plays, not just because he gets hit a couple of times, but how he can stay mentally focused. I think he's done a good job with distribution of the ball, going to the right spots with it, not forcing the ball into some coverages and things, and that's not always easy to do when you're getting hit once in a while. And so, I think he's grown each week. 2 road starts out of his 3. That's not easy for a redshirt freshman.
I know a lot of people, obviously, it's just the focus on the wins. That's like ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what matters. But to see the guys always compete in these games, and even though when things aren't going well, what does that say just about the makeup of this team and their ability to just keep getting up?
Yeah, I think it says a lot in regards to those guys being able to get back up when you have not gotten the result you wanted, to be able to continue to push through and work and stay together with it. And I credit the leadership on the team. From the captains on down, the continued buy-in of doing things together.
Is that something you can look for in recruiting when you see guys, whether they're in high school or transfer portal too, the ability just to kind of take those bad moments and still keep?
Yeah, I think that's part of the evaluation process, the idea of how they handle adversity, because there's going to be adversity in games and in life. You go through the next 4 years of their life in the college experience, the toughness, the competitiveness. And it's a flip side on the recruiting side too, of being able to see, we have fallen short on the results side of it, but also, consistent in our approach to diving in and working with players and developing, not a place where it's just a blame game and pointing the finger.
With recruiting in a little bit, how do you pitch the program right now to recruits who maybe do have questions on where things are going?
I think it's a lot about opportunity. In recruiting, that is, like what opportunity they're going to choose to do, and there's a lot of opportunity in our place, whether you're talking about the competitive on the roster opportunity to play as a youngster, because we have proven that we will put the best players out there, and sometimes those are the youngsters, the opportunity to be a part of something, getting a turnaround, and really leaving some your name on the place as you come in being a part of a turnaround.
How do you handle recruiting in terms of like week to week? Is that something you kind of let your staff do, or what role do you have?
We're all in on it. Everyone's working on it. So whether it's staff, myself, phone calls, evaluations, looking at it. You think about messaging, roster management now is a huge part of that, and forecasting what that potentially could look like. So everyone's doing it on the day-to-day.
I don't know how much of an advantage it is, but playing at Ford Field on Saturday, do you get a chance to maybe recruit or look at the state championship games that are on Friday and Sunday?
Right. No, there's some rules around that, and because we're getting treated as a neutral site game, whether guests coming to the game, we are focused on Saturday night.
We talked about recruiting with Smith there. It is worth mentioning early signing day is on December 3rd, so we'll quickly see what the future of the program looks like right after the regular season finale against Maryland. Alessio Milivojevic has started the last 3 games entering the game against Maryland for Michigan State, and we're going to sit down with the redshirt freshman coming up right after the break.
We show up every day to lead, to grow, to build.
Being a Spartan means leading with purpose. It's about trust. It's about team.
It's about showing up. That kind of commitment carries beyond the ring.
Into the classroom, into the community.
MSU FCU understands that.
They're more than a partner.
They're with us every step.
They believe in what we're building.
They're all in.
Become a member at a credit union that backs Spartans.
MSU FCU.
Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Redshirt freshman quarterback Alessio Milivojevic has been Michigan State's starting quarterback the last 3 games, entering the regular season finale against Maryland. Milivojevic has shown some true toughness while doing some encouraging things for the Spartans, despite not coming out on top. We had a chance this week to sit down with him to see how he's progressed as Michigan State's QB1.
His first career start here, and it's on the road. And he's going to throw from pressure and complete it to Rodney Bullard.
Quarterback number 11.
A first down gain on his first throw as a starter.
About a month ago, you made your first collegiate start here at Michigan State. What was that opportunity like thinking back, and where would you say you've grown the most since then?
Yeah, it was an honor to get my first start. It was huge for me. It was awesome when they told me about it. I called my parents right away. I was pretty fired up about it. But I think since then I've just became more comfortable. Just getting your first few starts when you haven't really had too many live reps in game. I think just becoming more comfortable is huge.
What do you think led to you being ready for that opportunity to start as a redshirt freshman?
Yeah, I think just preparing every week like you're the starter is a huge thing, because you never know. When you're the backup, you're one play away from getting a chance to go in. So I think just preparing each week like the starter really helped me be ready for that role.
Play fake, Milivojevic. He lets it fly. He's got a man. He drops it in for a touchdown. Krishawn McCray, 45-yard hit for the lead.
What have you liked, too, about just the way the team has continued to fight? Obviously through a tough time right now, but what have you liked about the way this team just continues to bounce back?
For sure, yeah. I think we've shown a lot of character out there. I mean, you see us fighting every single game. We're coming in, week out, giving the same effort, preparing the same way every single week. So I think just us sticking to that process and fighting, it's been amazing to see. Although games have not gone our way, I think we're still out there fighting and giving it our all.
For you personally now, when did you start playing football, and when did quarterback become the position?
Yeah, so quarterback's been really the position my whole life. My dad put me in when I was 3 years old. I was playing flag football. I started tackle when I was 5 or 6. So I've been doing quarterback for a minute now. I used to play a little bit of defense here and there, a little linebacker, but quarterback's been the spot for me my whole life.
Did your dad at all play anything like that?
Yeah, he played in high school and stuff, but he was a DB. So he didn't really know much about quarterback. Although he did teach me how to throw. I'm not sure where he found it, but yeah, he was more of a DB.
Nice. Growing up and playing the position, what did you enjoy the most about it, and what's something that you think is translated out to college?
I think for me, something about quarterback has always just been the leadership role. You're getting the ball in your hands every single play. So just having that chance to control the outcome a little bit, it's been huge for me. And then obviously just lead your team on the field, off the field, things like that. Just, I think I've always liked that part of it.
Any fun hobbies off the field, anything like that?
I do like cooking a lot, especially in the off season. I'm a big cook. I like cooking steaks, stuff like that. But it started since I've been in college, really, because, you know, away from my parents used to cook a lot at home, so being away from them, I think made me want to learn how to do it.
Obviously, Saturday is the last game of the season for you guys, but it's also a big day for your family. Can you talk a little bit about what Saturday is going to look like for your parents?
Yeah, it's gonna. I commend them for doing this, but my parents. So my little brother Dario, he has the Illinois State final game at 10 a.m. on Saturday at Illinois State, which is about a 6-hour drive away from Detroit. So they're going to go there, play his game around 10 a.m. and then drive up to Detroit 6 hours and probably catch my game right at 7. So it should be perfect timing. But yeah, I commend them and I love them for doing that.
How often have they been able to go to the games? I mean, obviously probably more recently too.
Yeah, I've had a parent at every single game. Every single game they one or the other or both have came. You know, even with my brother playing high school, they've been switching off due to the playoffs and stuff, but they've really supported me a lot.
How did you push your brother, and how did he maybe push you, even though he is younger?
Yeah, you know, he was always nagging at me. You know, he's got a competitive spirit. He's fiery. You know, he loves everything about football, competitiveness. So I think just growing up, him being a receiver and me being a quarterback, just being able to have someone to throw to at all times.
Any favorite memories in the backyard of the two of you?
Oh yeah, I mean, just even the front yard, the backyard, playing lacrosse, going to the basement, playing hockey. We were doing everything together pretty much. So I think just growing up with him really made me a huge part of what I am today, especially the competitiveness, because he was always nagging at me, ready to go.
So you played multiple sports growing up?
Yeah, I was a hockey player. I started around the same time as football, really, and then lacrosse too up until around 8th grade. I stopped both those and then focused on football in high school.
Okay, so that's where the toughness comes from then. Hockey, lacrosse, and football.
Sir.
Those are pretty tough.
All the contact sports. That's all I was into.
Have you had a chance to go to any of the hockey games here at Michigan State?
Surprisingly, I have not, but I'm for sure, right when this season finishes up, I'll for sure be going to one of those. I heard they're amazing.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
How has that translated, that toughness from hockey and lacrosse to playing football? Obviously, it's a physical game. Take a lot of hits at the quarterback position.
Yeah, for sure. I think just being younger and, like you said, playing those contact sports, it gets you ready for pretty much anything. Obviously, you know, the guys are bigger, faster, stronger at this level, but when you've been doing it your whole life, I think it just gets you ready to go.
Milivojevic is from Naperville, Illinois, and was the #1 quarterback in the state of Illinois for the class of 2024. He was a part of Jonathan Smith's first recruiting class here at Michigan State. Coming up after the break, we'll turn our focus to the MSU women's soccer team, who made some program history this past week. We'll see you soon.
Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
Ever since Jeff Hostler took over the MSU women's soccer program, the Spartans have been among one of the best teams in the Big Ten, and most recently, one of the best teams in the country. This season marks the 4th straight year Michigan State has made it to the NCAA tournament, and last Thursday, MSU hosted a second-round matchup at DeMartin Stadium for the first time ever. Here's a quick recap of how MSU gave their fans at DeMartin Stadium quite the show. MSU is taking on Wake Forest in the round of 32, with the winner playing Colorado in the Sweet 16. In the first half, the Spartans had a few great looks to get on the board. Emerson Sargent sends it into the box. MSU nearly heads it in, however, the Wake Forest keeper makes a great save to keep it 0-0. With less than 10 minutes to go until halftime, Kennedy Bell scores off a corner kick. However, she was ruled offside, so the game was scoreless at halftime. The Spartans kept the pressure on in the second half, and with 21 minutes to play, Kayla Briggs on the one-touch shot, sending home the first goal of the game. It would also be the only goal of the game. Michigan State took down Wake Forest 1-0 and advanced to the Sweet 16 for the third straight season.
I think it's so special, especially that we get to do it on Martin. It's a great group of girls, a great team, and we're grateful we're one of 16 teams left in this to be able to play in the postseason, and we just want to keep going.
And there's literally no better atmosphere than playing here at DeMartin in front of our family, in front of the Red Cedar Rowdies.
A special opportunity for this group, to like I said, being the third straight Sweet 16, we haven't pushed through this, and there's a great opportunity here, but it's definitely going to take our best effort against an elite Colorado team.
So Michigan State would take on Colorado in the Sweet 16. The Spartans and Buffs played to a 1-1 draw in MSU's season opener back in August. With MSU already up a goal in the first half, Colorado looking to even things up. Buffs on the corner kick. Noelle Henning gets a hand on it, but Lexi Meyer gets the deflection and Colorado evens it up at 1. In the second half, Kennedy Bell gets fouled inside the box and draws a penalty kick for the Spartans. Bella Najera steps up to take it, and she buries it. She had both goals on the day for the green and white as MSU would take a 2-1 lead. Then in the 57th minute, Colorado in desperation mode, Jordan Whitaker sends it in looking for a teammate, but Henning makes a great save for the Spartans. Final seconds begin to tick away, and MSU charges the field as they celebrate a 2-1 victory. Our Kara Adams has more on Michigan State advancing past the Sweet 16.
The Michigan State women's soccer team is headed to their first ever Elite Eight appearance in program history. After back-to-back Sweet 16 appearances in 2023 and 2024, the Spartans broke what they call the Sweet 16 curse.
I'm super proud of our kids. They showed a ton of grit, a ton of toughness. Over the course of the season, some of the results we didn't get fully that ended in draws, or some of our losses came in some aerial box entries, dealing with crosses, set piece things, and our group really stepped up, showed a lot of toughness to manage those things throughout the course, manage it enough to get the result today. So total team effort, super proud of our team. As Bella said, broke the Sweet 16 curse, punch on to the national quarterfinal, and super excited about whatever's next.
Honestly, I'm speechless. Past 3 years, we had really great seasons, but we just couldn't make it past Sweet 16. So this is a really great opportunity, and with a new team, I feel like we're really connected right now. So we're all just really excited, especially to break the curse, and yeah, super excited to keep going.
Bella Najera happened to be the one to help break that curse. Both goals on Sunday's game against Colorado came from the junior midfielder.
That first goal was going to be really important, and Beers just got it down line. I knew she could beat her player 1v1, so I just got in a good spot and kind of placed it. The goalie is really good, Big 12 goalie of the year for how many, I don't know, 3 times, so we knew it was going to be something good to get past her, and yeah, I just kind of hit it as hard as I can too.
Freshman goalkeeper Noelle Henning also recorded a career high of 7 saves.
I know we do a lot of the preparation ready for these games, and I also have a ton of confidence in myself going into these matches, so I don't have a ton of nerves going into these big games. For me, it's just, again, it's like another game, but it's also presenting a new challenge with different opponents and higher ranked opponents, but I'm really excited for what the team has got next for the next round. It's crazy because honestly I didn't know how far in my first year things would go in terms of even just playing and whatnot, but then to even go as far as the Elite Eight, it's a huge moment for the team and how far the program has come over these past couple years.
A huge moment that this team is going to soak up.
It's a great place to be. We want to live in this space as much as we possibly can in the postseason. As we've continued to grow, continue to bring more and more players into our program that, they're footballers. They love this game. They love Michigan State University. They love each other. Connection is such an integral part of what we do, and we had 4 recent alumni that were, running onto the field with our players after they went through the fan high fives, and they're as excited as anybody, despite them not having this national quarterfinal before. And you talk about family, those are living examples of it.
Head coach Jeff Hostler also knows a win in the Sweet 16 is only going to help his program keep moving and growing into the national stage. And he credits his team's toughness and commitment to each other that helped them get to this moment. At DeMartin Stadium, I'm Kara Adams.
Jeff Hostler is no stranger to coaching in the final week of November and into December. He won 3 Division II national championships at Grand Valley prior to coming to Michigan State, so he is quite all right with spending Thanksgiving on the West Coast, getting ready for the Elite 8 matchup against Stanford. Coming up after the break, we're going to share a cool NIL opportunity for some of the female athletes here at Michigan State. You will not want to miss this right after the break.
Welcome back to the MSU Federal Credit Union Coaches Show.
In this new world of college athletics, student athletes are able to benefit off their name, image, and likeness through brand deals or sponsorships. MSU Federal Credit Union is doing that with some female athletes here at Michigan State through the Women of Sparta program, which empowers athletes on and off the field or court here at Michigan State. Women's sports at Michigan State have been doing great things this school year. The women's soccer team reached the Elite 8 of the NCAA tournament for the first time ever. The volleyball team has won its most games since 2017 and has done so under the direction of first-year head coach Kristen Kelsey. The women's basketball team is ranked in the top 25 and averaging 100 points per game 6 games into this season. Many of those athletes are benefiting from their success through the Women of Sparta program.
As being part of the program, the athletes have the opportunity to participate in a number of different things we offer. One of them, financial education. So we offer programs like career readiness, things that would really help them pass graduation. We offer workshops based on personal branding, media training opportunities, things that would really benefit them as athletes. And then we also, through this program, offer NIL, name, image, likeness to these athletes to really support them on and off the field.
Every athlete on the women's basketball team is a part of the program, as well as an athlete from some of the other sports, which includes redshirt junior Emerson Sargent of the women's soccer team.
It's a program all about empowering female athletes, and they give us resources to succeed not only here but after, and I've met so many people that I wouldn't have met if I didn't join this program, so it's just awesome and it's helped me so much, and yeah, it's just such a good program.
Sargent, who was a first-team All-Big Ten selection for the Spartans this season, is in her 2nd year with the Women of Sparta program, and it offers athletes like her a chance to make an impact in the community and grow in financial literacy.
And Emerson Sargent capitalizes! Sargent with the brace! And Michigan State is heading to the championship game on Monday.
Anything to do with money. I didn't know anything before. And like each month we have different stuff that we learn about, and then we can share with others and post and spread that. So it's just awesome, like not only is it helping me, but I feel like I'm helping others and my teammates and stuff.
Through the Women of Sparta program, we're able to get in front of a lot of different community members and audiences that we might not be able to talk to every single day, and we can provide them with relevant content about financial education, why finances are important, things like that the athletes are really awesome at highlighting.
As for the community events the athletes get to be a part of, it's a chance to make an impact on the future generations and hopefully future Spartans.
There's a community on the field, and then this is kind of a community off the field, and I think it just makes me feel more connected to the area and the people, and that's something I wouldn't have had without this program.
2 of the events that I really love, one of them is our MSU Kids Day event that we host every summer at our headquarters building. The athletes come, you can have like a shoot off against a women's basketball player, things like that are just super fun and engaging. Our youth members love it. They get their signatures, we have posters, we have trading cards with the athletes' pictures on them. So it really allows us to connect with our youth members on a different level and show them like, hey, if you work hard, this is where you can be as a women athlete. Like, it's an awesome opportunity. Another event we do is Run for the House, the 5K that's hosted here at our headquarters campus. And you can run alongside the athletes. I could never keep up, but like you could run with the athletes and just get the opportunity to chat with them, connect with them, and talk about our community as a whole.
Certainly a cool opportunity for some of the athletes here at Michigan State to benefit off their name, image, and likeness and make an impact in the community. On next week's show, we'll have more with Emerson Sargent and share her story on how she battled back from a season-ending injury a year ago. That'll be it for this week's show. As always, we hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.
Now, the play of the week, sponsored by Chupan & Sons.
Penalty shooter, Bella Najera. Najera stepping up, shot. And Bella Najera sets this crowd on fire. 2-1 the score as the Spartans convert on the PK and take the lead with 35 minutes remaining.
At Michigan State, we don't just chase dreams.
We build them together. MSU FCU stands with us.
In every season, on every field, every dream.
MSU FCU Women of Sparta is more than a program. It's a movement.
We're creating the next generation of leaders because when Spartans support Spartans, there's nothing we can't do.
This is what strength looks like.
This is Women of Sparta.